You know what? Let's bring Boogie in. I have a confession to make. I, Daniel Keem, a.k.a. Keemstar, support domestic violence.
I always knew it. I believed it from the very first day I met you.
I do. That's what everyone's been saying. There's been a whole thing throughout on Rewind last night, in our Discord, on Twitter, all over Reddit, that I am a supporter of domestic violence. So you know how if somebody supports like Ukraine, they have like a little yellow and blue ribbon, or if they support breast cancer awareness, they'd have a pink ribbon.
Right.
I need my I support domestic violence ribbon. Like what color should it be? Should it be like
black and blue, maybe?
Black and red, maybe?
A little red in there.
Something that you guys are unaware of is that like I just root for domestic violence. It's like my favorite thing. It's what I support. I personally love it. I just want more of it. Honestly, I think everybody in every household should just beat the shit out of each other constantly. And like, I didn't know that I supported. I actually had no idea that I supported domestic violence until yesterday when we had Wings on. Everyone made it very clear that I do in fact support this thing. It was something new that I actually like learned about myself.
I don't think so. I think maybe somewhere deep down inside, we support just bitches getting hit, I guess. I don't know.
Like my whole life, I went through, you should never hit a girl. This is like absolutely horrible. My whole entire life, right? Then this incident with Wings happened, and then we had him on the show trying to like fix him and resolve him. And everybody said, whoa, wait up. You're wrong, Keemstar. You actually do support men hitting women. They have to be right? They couldn't be all wrong, could they?
I mean, it is possible that they could be a little bit wrong.
Do you think there's a chance these people are wrong?
Maybe just a little bit of a chance.
I was trying to think of any time where I was just on the edge of my seat, like, man, go ahead and beat up that woman. Like, I can't think of any though.
I don't really remember that. Yeah, I don't think I've seen that.
It's like almost every time I've seen it, I was like, well, that guy's a bitch. He should probably go to jail, and there should be like some consequences.
Yeah, I seem to remember you reporting on it a bunch of times and making sure that people were held accountable for doing it.
You're right. I did do that now that I think about it.
Is it possible that maybe you're actually against domestic violence? Do you think that's a possibility? I don't want to shit talk you, but it's possible you might be against it.
I would have to call a lot of people a liar. I would have to say that a lot of people are acting in bad faith when they say I'm supporting You know what? I actually think they are acting in bad faith. If I truly think about it, right? And I'm giving my honest, raw feelings, I don't think I don't think I actually support domestic violence at all. In fact, I think that's a horrible, heinous thing.
Yeah, in fact, I think I spent the majority of my life actually as a victim of domestic abuse for the first 18 years of my life. And ever since then, I've spoken out against it constantly.
I might go as far as say that the people that say I support domestic violence might actually be horrible, horrible people. Like,
I think they might be straight up fucking retarded people.
It's not that they're stupid, because they know that, like, I don't support that. They're literally lying. They're lying.
That would make them evil, wouldn't it?
Literally cocksucking, fucking retarded, fucking evil people that are literally trying to say, you know, it's one thing to criticize us for having Wings on. Sure. We're open to criticism. Not a lot of people are going to be happy with that, right?
Of course.
It's a whole nother thing to paint the picture that, you know, in my free time, I'm looking up domestic violence, being like, I support this. This is good content. That's a whole nother thing. I don't know who you're convincing with these arguments that that's what we support, but nobody with a fucking brain. Nobody with a fucking brain.
Just straight up fucking retards. Or there are people out there who are LARPing as if they believe it for some bullshit internet points.
There's all these allegations of us supporting domestic violence, which we are going to review and go over for you.
Goody.
This evening. Dude, some of the funniest shit I've ever heard from any of these fucking idiots is like, you profited off of domestic violence. Motherfucker, I do shows every day. They all make money. They all make money. They're all successful. They're all like, true. We are literally like, it's public knowledge. Every show we do makes money. The fact that you're saying to me because Wings, pushed his wife is the only reason why I made any money is fucking hilarious and also just false. All right. I have the numbers. I have the proof that you're wrong, fucker.
If you wanted to go after somebody that did profit from domestic abuse, I would recommend Oprah, Sally Jesse Raphael, Montel Williams, Jerry fucking Springer, MTV, ABC, CBS, NBC, every real low housewives show their goddamn is. That's what they fucking do. People have been profiting off that shit since the beginning. We don't make a show about it. We don't dedicate our show about it. It's just something that happened on our daily fucking show.
I did see a lot of people saying that they went and canceled their membership because of Wings coming on yesterday. And I seen so many comments of like, I've canceled my membership because Wings is on. Fuck you guys, like all this shit. So I go back and look at the numbers. I'm like, damn, it must be pretty groundbreaking. Such the big impact that we have. We gained members. We didn't lose any fucking members. These people are literally virtue signaling in the Discord or in the chat, just trying to look cool in front of each other. Like you're not even unsubbing. Like I checked this dude who said I'm unsubbing and I'm canceling my membership. Still a member. There was no cancellation.
I'm not even going to call Kelly a victim because she doesn't call herself one. All right. So I'm not going to disrespect Kelly in that way. I'm not going to do it. All right. But I'm sorry. Am I supposed to feel safe at live events with Wings there?
No, Xylee. If Wings were to come back, which I don't think that's happening. But if he were, all right, he could not go to a live event. That would be irresponsible for me to have him there. There would have to be a long road of fixing and healing. I mean, there would have to be something. No. And I wouldn't ask anyone to be put in that situation to go to a live event with Wings. After what happened, are we insane?
I think the path before we'd ever put Jordy in the same room with Xylee or anybody else, it would be therapy, anger management, marriage counseling for months. And then we would do a live event with me and you and Jordy to see if he can handle shit. And then, and only then, had we seen the progress and proven that he was safe, then we might consider it.
Stop fucking bullshitting me. Just say the motherfucker is back. Just say, stop ball teasing people. Just fucking say he's back. Just fucking say he's back, and you don't care what anybody fucking thinks.
Guess what? Wings is not back.
Exactly.
He's not. He doesn't
even know if he wants to come back, he's told us.
He's literally not an employee. He's not a part of Locale Live. We had him on to see how it would go, all right? That's what we did. He didn't even want to do the show yesterday. We kind of forced him into doing the show just to see how it would go. And I thought it went kind of well, You
go around telling people, don't listen to the chat. You don't ever care about what the fucking chat thinks. But goddamn, if you didn't you didn't put a poll in the chat to see what the chat thinks when it came to that. Just stop bullshitting. Just say he's back. I'm not stupid.
Look, Xylee, I want to know what the percentages are on all these opinions. I do. All right. I'm constantly asking the chat, where are you guys at? I put out a guess yesterday and I said, I bet that 1/3 of the audience will never forgive Wings. Another third will forgive him if he does something to, make himself better. And another third doesn't give a fuck. They actually don't care. They just want to see Wings. And I was right. But most people don't give a fuck. It was like 43%. Literally don't care what he did. All right. And don't even want to see redemption. I think the second biggest number in that was people did want him to get better and see redemption. And then the lowest level was, I'm just never going to forgive him. Go fuck yourself. It was like only 20% felt that way.
I think it was even less than that, if I'm being honest. It turned out, 20% or so. But a lot of those people I think they'd still watch. Because somebody pointed out, we had higher than average view numbers that day, right? So that meant there was a lot of looky-loos there that day that don't normally watch the show. So that probably skewed the numbers. And even with that, the numbers were in favor of Wings. Even though there's probably a bunch of people hate watching, the numbers were still in favor of Wings.
And then he lied, right? He lied right there in the live stream. He said, Kelly didn't even react when I did that to her arm. First of all, you didn't just smack her arm, you smacked it and then grabbed it. And she did react because she rubbed her fucking arm. You said she didn't react. She absolutely reacted.
I don't disagree with any of what Xylie's saying.
No, I agree entirely with everything she just said, actually.
It's like, dude, Xylie's 100% right. I'm not coming at Xylie. I'm not coming at the people that are voicing real concerns, especially those that have like experienced domestic violence or some shit like that. All right. I get it. But there's a lot of fucking white knight weirdos that are popping up that are going so far and their criticism is so extreme to their like Keemstar supports domestic. I'm sorry. I have to draw the line. All right. We gotta pause the tape and we gotta pick on you and your fucking retarded brain and the bullshit that you're spewing. And I shouldn't even like say that you're stupid because you're not stupid. You know what you're doing. You know, you do not believe what you're saying.
I have never and do not now think that he beats his wife. I don't think that he slaps the shit out of her, shoves her through fucking tables, pushes her up against walls, punches her in her fucking mouth, kicks her in her fucking stomach. I have seen real domestic abuse, okay? Like the deepest, darkest trenches of it. And I don't think he's anywhere near that. Is there room for improvement in their marriage? 100%. And I want to help them do that. But to think he's like a monster who spent the last 6 years destroying this woman's life and then done that to other women too, the answer is I do not believe that. I would put my fucking bottom dollar on the fact that he is not that person.
Dude, if Kelly came on the show yesterday and she had like bruises on her arms, they're immediately off the show and we're calling the cops. You know what I mean? We can only go based on what we know.
This is a nuanced situation. If you pick Yankees over the Bears or whatever, and you can just root for the Bears, okay, that's fine. You don't have to have a nuanced opinion about it. Even in America, if you want to pick Republican and Democrat and just vote that way till you fucking die, I don't care. You don't have to have a nuanced opinion on a lot of things, but on something like this, a nuanced opinion is required. It can't just be murder Wings, celebrate Wings. There's a huge gap between those two fucking things, and we have to land somewhere in that goddamn gap.
What we know is that he was truly fucking angry. He was moving forward, and he pushed Kelly. And you cannot convince me that he knew who he was pushing. You can't. If you watch the full clip in context, he clearly pushed his wife. Right? Nobody should fall for this trip bullshit that they've been spinning, right? He pushed her.
Absolutely not.
Point blank, period. But did he know he was pushing Kelly?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
He says he didn't. He says he didn't.
The slap thing. He can say that was nothing until he's blue in his face. Me and Boogie are against it. You can't just fucking you know what I mean? You can't do that. All right?
Yeah. And we've encouraged him like, hey, you need to talk to a therapist about why you shouldn't do that, right? Like we're here to fucking encourage him to understand this stuff better and get better. The reality of it, in my opinion, is this is a carrot or a stick situation. If he does the right thing, we want to offer the carrot. If he does the wrong thing, we want to offer the fucking stick. And as it is right now, he's working towards the carrot.
You know what I want? I don't want Jordy to ever be in this situation again. And I don't want Kelly to ever be in this situation again. Don't we all want the same thing?